I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town. That's true, because it's true.
Well, guys, in the last 72 hours, something truly remarkable has happened. Officials in San Francisco decided to clean up their city. They deployed entire teams of people to pick up the trash and scrub the place down. City blocks that used to look like this, today look like this. The homeless encampments are gone. The city also moved all the homeless people and the drug addicts to other places in the city.
Off-ramp from the I-80. BART doubling down by deep cleaning their stations overnight more often.
The city had gotten a little bit dingy over time.
Scrubbing and power washing is happening all over the city.
Yeah, the bottom of my shoes look clean.
It's noticeable how clear the streets look and how few homeless encampments there are on major thoroughfares.
So why exactly did San Francisco decide to do this? Did the left-wing lunatics that run that place all of a sudden have an epiphany? That we don't actually have to live with once great American cities being overrun by homeless encampments and garbage all over the streets? No. They did it because this week, Joe Biden, along with 21 other world leaders, that includes Chinese dictator Xi Jinping, will be traveling to San Francisco this week to participate in a summit, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. They decided to make their city inhabitable because foreign dictators will be coming to town. But they could care less about every other day of the year when the people who actually live in San Francisco deal with the real-world consequences of mass homelessness as well as drug addiction and poor city management.
Folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town.
Back in 2008, Democrat Mayor of San Francisco Gavin Newsom announced a 10-year plan to end homelessness, and because of his brilliance, now that he's promoted to state governor, San Francisco has transformed into a zombie land from fentanyl and heroin, with the homeless crisis so bad that the city now has poop maps to help people navigate the streets based on the lowest levels of human excrement. The whole mess got cleaned up in a matter of days. Why? Because it was imperative for Newsom to impress his idol, Chinese Communist dictator Xi Jinping, upon his arrival for the Asia-Pacific Economic Conference. Government was capable of cleaning up the city in days, and they're not spending any extra money. All the funds came from an existing budget, so why not have a clean and safe city all the time? Overnight, the homeless encampments were cleared. The open drug use markets that enabled Americans to end themselves were cleared. It got so bad that in August, federal employees got a work-from-home memo because it was too dangerous to get into the Nancy Pelosi federal building because of the addicts that were on the steps and outside. Cleanup and order can be done. New York filth and crime got fixed almost immediately under Mayor Giuliani. Social decay is a policy choice. It turns out that if you tax people to fund homelessness services, you're not ending homelessness, you're prolonging the problem. It turns out that if you give drug addicts taxpayer-funded needles, you're not making their quality of life better, you're prolonging the problem. It turns out that if you're soft on every crime and misdemeanor, you're not achieving social justice, you're prolonging the problem and making it worse. After this, there is no more plausible deniability for poorly run cities. Homelessness, crime, election integrity, border security are all solvable and quickly, but as long as we continue to vote for it, the crime-ridden wasteland is what we will get.
I'm still laughing 2 days later that the only thing that could get California to clean itself up was dictator and leader of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping. Thank you, guy that does not look like Winnie the Pooh, for bringing safety to the streets of America.
Anytime you put on an event, by definition, you have people over your house. You're going to clean up the house. You have 21 world leaders. You got tens of thousands of people coming from all around the globe. What an opportunity to showcase the world's most extraordinary place.
What a novel concept. If someone's coming to your house, clean it up. Except civilized people keep their house clean all the time. So let's take a look at the San Francisco poop map or the rampant homelessness and open-air drug markets. But I can already hear people saying, well, that's not the only reason they cleaned it up, okay? They had other good justifications, probably.
I know folks say, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town. That's true, because it's true. But it's also true for months and months and months prior to APEC. We've been having different conversations.
There you have it. It's true. They only cleaned up because Xi Jinping was coming to town, but they were thinking about it, maybe. I mean, they haven't done it for years, but they were thinking.
That's true, because it's true.